It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Sears Hometown Store, locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home.
Welcome to Down on the Corner. It's Friday.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm Bob Recktenwald, your guest host. Dale Hoffman is out today. We are going to rock through this best way we can. And
We got a lot today, so we really do. We've got a lot to fit in.
we are loaded up.
Loaded it with bear.
You've taken away my cheat sheet here.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. The morning show. The Down on the Corner is brought to you by Sears Hometown Store, located at 1029 Highway 62 East, right behind Wendy's, same parking lot as Orscheln's. Go by and see J.R. Hightower and his crew. They have a big sale coming that's going on right now. It will run to September the 12th. It's the end of the summer Labor Day sale. Have several things that they've got on sale this week and through September the 12th. Go by and see them today. They're open every day of the week. They're back open on Sunday again. I don't know exactly what the hours are. I think it's 9 to 4. But go by and see JR or anybody there can give you a hand. If you need some equipment. If you need some appliances work done, they do refrigerator, stoves, washer, dryers, dishwasher. They'll be glad to help you any way they can. If you have a lawn tractor, zero turn, a rototiller, anything of the sort, they'll be glad to pitch in and get that to working for you the best way they can. Go by and see J.R. Hightower, 1029 Highway 62 East, Sears Hometown Store, or give them a call at 425-3191. Right?
You got it.
Okay.
Nah, we're gonna fly through. Literally, we've got a bunch of people to get on.
We're loaded
today.
up this morning a little bit, so we're going to visit with Brewed Awakening Coffee, 3 locations to serve you. Highway 62 East out by Walmart, 62 West at Bomber Boulevard, and BRMC Lobby. If you're into pumpkin spice, it's almost pumpkin spice season. Though they sell it year-round,
Yep.
I think their prime season for pumpkin spice is October probably through Christmas. But go by and see Mike and his crew. Let him serve you some of the best coffee in Baxter County. Freshly ground Brazilian beans.
Yeah, they get it like
Within 24
hours of them
Yeah.
roasting them. So
That's pretty impressive.
yeah, it's fresh coffee, and they keep all the foo-foo flavors you're looking for.
Foo for you. Brewed Awakening Coffee, 3 locations. Highway 62 East, Highway 62 West at Bomber Boulevard, and BRMC Lobby. And
Roller Funeral Home brings you the morning prayer.
each and every day, with all their respect, with all our respect is their motto. 29 locations to serve you, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Been around a long, long time.
They have.
Mr. Denver Roller and his wife started that way back when. If you don't know where they're located, I've always say this because it amazes people how big this thing really is. If you don't know where they're located, they are Highway 5 North, just past Hospital Drive. Start looking to your right. They have the largest American flag that I have ever seen.
It is huge.
Roller Funeral Home. And now, let's bow for the morning prayer. Father God, we just thank you for the day that we have in front of us. Lord, we thank you for the challenges that you give us because we know that you won't give us anything that we can't handle. Lord, we just pray for the people that have been affected by the hurricane that hit southwest Louisiana and southeast Texas. Be with those people as they try to gather their lives and put it back to somewhat normal. Be with the linemen and the polemen that are working down there diligently 24 hours a day to restore electricity in the area. That is going to be a major feat for those people. Lord, we pray for those that have felt that little bit of an earthquake in Alabama last night. I don't believe there was any damage, but that in its own will shake you up a little bit, first, especially in the middle of the night. Lord, we just pray that you'll be with all the peacekeepers in the world. Lord, we pray that you'll be with our police officers, the firefighters, first responders. Lord, this is a little bit of a strange request, but Lord, it's first week of high school football in the state of Arkansas, and we just pray that you'll send your caring and loving angels in front of all these players and their coaches. Let no one get hurt. Lord, we just pray for these things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect.
And now,
Hold on, Coach. It's scary.
The weather. That's a
Weather's
good
brought
trumpet
to you
today.
by the... Huh?
That was a good trumpet today.
Oh, that was a trumpet.
I don't know.
That's what they
Dale
call
calls
that.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you kin to Gabriel?
I call it squawking.
Squawking. That sounds a little more like it to me. The weather brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Retire to Arkansas.net. Phone number 870-405-0793. Let's take a look at the White River. A little froggy on the river this morning.
A little more than I thought it was going to be this morning.
It's pretty cool that you can actually still see part of the city of Cotter. You can't see the bridge. You can't see anything but
the way they're in the horseshoe pattern there,
Uh-huh.
even with the river visible. I could call it Cotter Island. It looks like it's an island all its own.
Cotter Island.
Cotter Island.
Is there a show like that? Welcome to Cotter Island.
There needs to be.
There's
See,
nowhere
there
to land.
could be.
There's nowhere to land an airplane.
Yeah.
Anyway, the weather brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call. And the big thing that they need right now is listings. They have buyers. They need listings.
Exactly. The MLS is lowest it's been in a long time. And if you are interested in selling your home, like we said, pack your bags, call the Z Team, let it come out, take a look, see what little things
That's
that you
exactly
can do
right.
or
Do it in
whatever.
that. Do it in that order, though. Start packing your stuff. Have a garage sale. Narrow it down to things that you really want to take. Then call the Z Team, and let them put it on the market for you and get it sold for you.
And they've got a lot of connections. They've been doing this for years. They can help you get your home sold. They are very involved in the community with all the different fundraisers and different things they're involved in. They can help you get anything done that you need done. If you there's some last minute stuff, they can help line it up. Just all you got to do is give them a call.
Yep. Give them a call. 870-405-0793. Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. Let's take a look at the temperatures. Mountain Home, 72. Harrison, 71. Batesville, 72. Salem, 69. Calico Rock, 72. Flip and Marshall, both 72. West Plains, Missouri is 69. St. Louis, Missouri is 57. Poplar Bluff is 70. Springfield is 61. And Watford City, North Dakota, 46.
Whew, they can have it
up there. I like it.
They can have it.
I like it. Take a look. Oh, we can
Yep, you got to refresh, and then you have to zoom out again.
Well, that'd be all right.
It's waking up.
Waking up, yeah. Got a little bit of rain up around the Springfield, Missouri, from Joplin to Springfield, probably on over, not quite to Ava. In Arkansas, put this thing in motion a little bit. Arkansas, we've got some rain down on Little Rock, Texarkana, some in Jonesboro. Looks like that rain is supposed to come through our area, the north part of Arkansas. I don't think it's going to last long. It'll dissipate before noon, probably be gone.
Quick. Yeah.
So that's where that's at. Watches and weather, heat advisory down in Louisiana. What is that right there? Can't really tell.
Can't see the color code on it.
Looks maybe still like a flood advisory, probably on the Gulf Coast. That makes sense for it to be a flood advisory.
Right.
Lots of stuff going on in California and Nevada, but here in our general area, it's looks pretty good for us.
You don't need to put that. I don't know why he.
Don't know what that one's there for. All right, take a look at the 7-day forecast. Today, patchy fog and then mostly sunny. Tonight, mostly clear with today high will be 83. Clear tonight, low 58. Good football weather. Saturday, sunny, 83, 85. Saturday night, clear, low 59. Sunday looks clear and sunny, 88. Sunday night, clear, low 63. Labor Day, and this is amazing because Labor Days don't usually work out like this. Labor Day, sunny, high 88.
Ooh, I'll take it.
Looks pretty good. Monday night, mostly clear, low 65. And Tuesday, chance of thunderstorms, high of 84. iDrive Arkansas. If you're traveling in the state of Arkansas today, you can go to iDrive Arkansas and take a look at what the roads look like. All the main interstates and all the side roads, state highways leaving out here look pretty good. Wrong way. Let's go to MoDOT. If you're going up into Missouri, check out MoDOT. Pick me up here.
The 201 turns into Highway J, is that right?
201 turns into Highway J. They've got some bridge work going on there. It's supposed to be done about middle of the month. I've talked to some folks. They're thinking maybe a little bit later than that. Lake levels, Bull Shoals, 677.68, which is 18.68 above mean sea level. Ain't no sea. Norfolk, 564.30, which is 12.3 above their normal pool level of 552. Pollen yesterday was 10. Today is going to be 10. The top allergens are ragweed, centipods, and nettle. Tomorrow is going to be down to a whopping 9.3.
Hey, at least we're under 10, and we hadn't been under that in a while. We've been in the red, so.
Corona update. Things have changed a bit. We're going to skip over the worldwide stuff today. We're going to go to Arkansas. Active cases in the state of Arkansas have gone to 5331, which is an increase of 321. Baxter County active cases are 25, with a total of 144 positive and 119 recovered. They're reporting 0 deaths, but I think there needs to be an update on that. I would like to say my condolences out to the Looters family. They lost Barry and Sherry lost their sister yesterday to Corona over in Harrison, and it's a sad thing. Folks, it is a real thing. You need to treat it real. Take the precautions that they give you. If you're going to any football game tonight, please follow the rules that have been set forth by the Arkansas Department of Health, and those will be announced at each stadium several times. Follow the rules, because if you don't, there's a chance we could lose our season.
Yeah, AAA are watching the games, and they've made a statement before that people in the schools need to push everybody following protocol and doing what they need to do, or the kids will pay for it. If they shut it down, the kids are what's going to pay. So,
yeah, and it's a big deal to lose the season for the fans, but it's a bigger deal to lose the season for the players.
Yep.
Crude oil is up by 30 cents today, 41.67. Louisiana Light is stayed steady at 44.01, and the Dow Jones dropped 807 yesterday to 292.73. And that's the news, the weather, and you have a community news?
It's not for a while, so we'll just catch up with it next week since we've got so many guests.
All that's brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team, Century 21. Their phone number is 870-405-0793, or go to retiretoarkansas.net. Check out anything you need. Give them a call. If you're thinking about listing your home, give them a call. And we'll take a break. We'll come back. We're going to have Coach Steve Airy from Mountain Home High School, head football coach. We're going to talk about the Harrison Goblin game tonight.
Be right back.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
At MSI, they're not just another trash service. They're your friendly, family-owned and operated trash service, providing residential, commercial, and roll-off pickup. MSI offers competitive rates and services 5 counties in the north-central Arkansas area. Various dumpster sizes available for commercial and accommodating you with weekly pickup for your convenience. Call Tammy or Kathy today at MSI. MSI Trash Service, small enough to know you and large enough to service you.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. Oh, there she is, Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. 4-wheel suspension, handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work and deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown Stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown Store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer with the top brands and appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown Store today and support a local member of your community.
We're back live with the head Bomber football coach, Steve Airy. Coach, welcome.
Thank you.
We appreciate you taking your time this morning to come visit with us, talk about the Harrison. It's the big Harrison game, and boy, it's the Battle of Crooked Creek. And, you know, you hear all kinds of things about it, and I hope that what your staff, and it is your staff because you're the head football coach for the whole district, and I am excited about what they were able to pull off last night. It was a little bit rough for the 7th grade. 8th grade ended up in a tie. It's like kissing your sister. But, boy, that 9th grade, they pulled it out nice.
Yeah, we did. And, you know what, the first thing that I want to credit is my coaches. They're doing a good job with the kids.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, what we're trying to do is just put as many good people in as many good spots as we can down there. And I think we've got our staffs. To me, is strong at every level, and I was really excited about the freshman game, the way that turned out last night. In the 8th grade game, we kind of stole from them a little bit, moved a few kids up. We're going to kind of treat it like our 9th grade's our A team, and our 8th grade's kind of be our 8th grade / B team. But we moved 3 guys up. Two of them played. One of them was out with an injury.
Oh, is that right? I didn't realize that.
The McKay boy was out with a broken leg.
Oh, okay.
And you know, what we're trying to do is when these kids, I want them to win at the freshman level, and that way I'm not losing basketball and baseball. And
winners breed winners.
Winners breed winners. They come in their sophomore year and they're ready. They're ready for. They're just ready for us to, you know, do our thing, win.
You know, and you've got to give a shout out to those student athletes that have started when they were asked to start over the summertime, with the restrictions that we've had because of the COVID-19 stuff going on. But those kids have been dedicated to that program since the day you said, okay, it's time to go. And at all levels. The 7th grade, of course, they don't get to start doing any tackling and stuff until school starts. But you've got your 8th grade that came in early, got your 9th grade that came in early. You know, so those kids are already showing to you and to us, the general public, hey, I want to win some football games.
That's what we're going to have to go with this. I know how hard the kids at West Plains work, and I know how hard the kids at Harrison work. And I've been around good programs where kids work really hard, and we've kind of been acclimated to taking summers off and not working as hard as some of the other folks. And even at the 7th grade level, we bring our kids in, they bring their kids in, and we try to get it done. So
this year you were able to bring them in earlier?
It's important to get them out of bed and get those habits. Because once they get in 10th grade and they don't have them,
hard to build then.
That was our poorest attendance was our 10th graders this year. And I think it's because they wasn't used to, you know, any summer work prior to. So we're going to have to train our coaches and train our kids to grind it out in the summertime. And
a little bit of discipline.
Yeah, stay in shape. And come in ready to go.
Cool. The the JV game that was played earlier this week up at West Plains. Can you tell us about that? How'd that work out?
We went down to West Plains, and I they have a really nice tradition right now. They have an upswinging program, and we went in, and I really thought they'd probably put a beat down on us, but our kids hung in there early, withstood, and I think it was midway through the third quarter we ended up going up 2 scores on them, and anyway, we got a little bit tired. Let them back in the game. To finish the game up, we had to make a 4th down stand. It was 4th and 9, and the ball was right back there to the goal line. They was going to be a yard and a half from winning the game, and they got 8 out of the 9 yards, and ball stalls out on the 2-yard line or whatever, and clock goes off, and we win the game on the last play of the game type of situation. So we got our first JV win on Monday, and the kids hung in there. Some of those guys had to go 2 ways because we're really thin on skills right now. And anyway, we kind of just hung in there. We had to be a tough guy for a night, and we was. So hey, we've had a good week. JV won, freshman won, trying to get this high school thing going. And
let's talk about that high school thing a little bit. Of course, last year you were at Harrison, and so you know a little bit about what their players what they're packing, how they react and how they do things. You know what their discipline level is. Let's talk about Harrison a little bit. I understand that their quarterback, he's a stud.
He's a stud.
I listened to it. I didn't watch it because I couldn't find it anywhere to watch it. The Magnolia game that they played last week. You know, Harrison kind of was getting beat up a little bit at the beginning of that game, and they were down several times and ended up pulling it off and taking the victory. But what I heard a lot of times is that quarterback. You know, you listen to Marty Burlsworth talk about it and his cohort that he does radio with, and they talk highly about this quarterback. What are we going to do to defend that quarterback?
Well, obviously, he's the guy you circle on the depth chart. Passing situations, he needs pressure. Running situations, they run a lot of read game, so he's got to be accounted for. So we've tried to put our kids in those situations, and if you know anything at all about read game, you know, whatever you're doing, they're trying to make you wrong. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you defend me, I'm going to give it. If you don't defend me, I'm going to keep it, and then they're going to throw probably a couple RPOs off of that stuff too, run pass options. So he's the guy. We know we have to stop him. I think he had 462 yards of offense last week.
Unbelievable game, yes.
I text Coach Keelan after the game. That's his dad, the defensive coordinator, and I said, "What a dude!"
Yeah,
he willed his team to victory, and you know, he's special. He's just special.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're always going to know what's going on, what situation. We're going to try to put our kids in the best situation to defend him. We've practiced it. You know, we're lucky we had a little extra time to practice for him since we were a week 0 bye, and maybe we'll do a little better job.
Does their junior high level play the same offense as their high school?
Yes.
So you've got an idea. The skill set's not going to be the same, of course, but you've got an idea of the plays that they'll run and the options that they'll take.
Yeah, and the high school is just so much more advanced because they throw the ball so much better. You know, you look at the game last night, they probably ran 5 or 6 plays. Mm-hmm. But Coach Wells, you're going to get a lot more than that. You're going to get the playbook with him.
Yeah. And
he's really good at big playing you. You know, he's going to come out, and just from working with him, he's going to put us in stressful situations. He's going to take his shots early. He's going to try to put us in the tank and bury us early, mm-hmm. get us down 21, get our heads to drop. We're going to have to withstand the first 3 series and see if we can't not let them get away from us and get in a good football game.
Hooten's got Harrison by 6. That's the first time in 8 years that they've had it that close. Are you healthy? Is your team healthy?
Yeah. Other than Dawson Tabor, you know, Dawson. We classify Dawson as one of our best players. Definitely our strongest leader, and we wish we had him, but we don't. And we don't talk about it much. We got to go next man up and do what we do.
Right.
And but other than that, we're pretty healthy. And
quarterback's good and healthy. McKay's ready to play.
Yeah, he's fast. we need to find a way to move the football, keep them off the field. That's going to be a big thing
tonight.
Got your little
powerhouse, Hirschberger, he's ready to rip.
Hershey's ready to roll. Yep.
Yeah, that's exciting. What do you got? What are you looking at on defense for the Bombers? Have you got any standouts that you want to highlight a little bit, or?
Some of the guys that are on top of their game on a daily basis, and that's one of the things that I struggle with my team right now is we're like a roller coaster. Some days we bring it, some days we don't. One day we're good, one day we're not. But some of the guys that are really, really solid for us right now is Brock Boget and Lawson Stockton are probably two of the guys that really play solid on a consistent basis.
Are they playing both ways, Coach?
Brock's going to play when we get into two-back personnel. He's going to play fullback for us. Excuse me. And Lawson is playing some wide receiver for us as well. He was in practice a couple weeks ago, and he got loose down the sideline. We kind of looked at each other and raised our eyebrows, Whoa,
where'd that come from?
We got to get this guy the ball. So he's taking some reps as well.
The limitations on the crowd that you're going to have, is that going to bother your team?
No. I was talking to Benita yesterday, and she said we sold all of our tickets but 40. So we're going to have a good crowd. I don't know how many tickets they gave us, 300, right. 500. I don't know what they gave us. But we're going to have a good crowd, and it's supposed to be a big game. The seniors' last time to play Harrison. I think right now everybody's just thankful they're getting to play and know at any time it could be gone.
Yeah.
And we're gonna embrace the moment, seize the moment, and do what we can to enjoy the moment.
Yeah, and you said a big thing right there. We don't know when it's going to be gone. And, we didn't make these rules. We didn't make this virus come around. But we need to help people understand that they have got to follow the rules that have been set by the Arkansas Department of Health. We know that AAA has people coming to these games just to see how the social distancing is, just to see how the mask requirement is being covered. We know the Arkansas Department of Health have people doing the same. Don't be that person that I'm not going to wear a mask or I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that, because you may be the one that cost all these high schools around the state of Arkansas not to be able to finish the year.
Well, I know I was talking to Coach Perkins, and two of his kids last week had to miss games because a young lady in class sitting next to him, and it's just at the point where Coach Wells says he's got a few cases, and they didn't get it from school, they got it from home, Yeah. And it's out there, it's present, and we got to do our best to take care of our kids, and we bring it home, we're liable to bring it to our kids.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of ways to get it.
Let's look ahead a week. The athletic department has made the choice, and I think it's a great choice, to move senior night to next Friday night when the Bombers take on Nettleton. What's your feelings about that?
I think it's good. Let's go ahead and recognize these kids in case something does happen. A lot of them have put in 4 years and a lot of hours, and we hope they get their 10 games in, but let's go ahead and recognize them in case we don't get there. And,
you bet.
And it takes a lot of commitment and even on the parents' part.
Yeah.
I mean, the parents deserve to walk out there.
You've got a lot of kids that are playing on the Bomber team this year that I've watched come up through the 3rd and 4th grade, through the youth football program, 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th grade, played all the way through 7th, 8th, 9th. And they look for this day that they'll get to be there with their parents and come across and hear their name on that loudspeaker.
Yeah, and you'll find kids that aren't with their parents, and their parents will drive in 2 and 3 and 8 hours for this night,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a good time for the football family, and that they invest so much in the game. By the time they go through Mighty Mites junior high school,
yeah, it's
a big time commitment, and I take my hat off to every parent kid that does it, because it's a lot of commitment.
Coach, Scooter and I were talking yesterday when we were up in the press box doing the junior high games. We want to commend you for the excitement that you've brought back to our area. And I'm saying it's you, but Coach, when I say you, it's your whole staff. Their attitudes are positive. They're being good role models for our student athletes, which is a great thing. And we wish you the best of luck over in Harrison tonight. And probably after the game, I'll probably try to catch up with you just to get a end of the game statement, just really quick. And I really want to work on getting you to come in every week. We'll sit down and visit every Friday.
Okay. I want to say this, I want to mention the auction. We had a real nice football fundraiser. And when you talk about the excitement of the town, that stuff trickles down to our kids. So I think football's a community thing. Some people may not think so, but I do.
Oh, yeah.
I think it all trickles down and all goes hand in hand. So thank you, Mountain Home, for all you do. Thank you, parents. Thank you, businesses, everybody that's got their hand in Mountain Home football right now.
Sounds good. 7:30, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the tennis coach, Calvin Henry, and the volleyball coach, Jill Davis. Jill Davis. We'll be back with them in just a minute.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pick-up orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Driftwood Lanes. Fun happens here.
Have you ever noticed?
But I didn't see nothing.
All right, we're good.
You were good?
You were good. We're live. We're live. I'm sorry I had to hit a number hit here, but we're good.
We are live, and this is Friday Sports. And this morning we've got the head volleyball coach, Jill Daves, and the tennis coach, Calvin Henry. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
I want to know, when do you, as the volleyball coach, start practicing your girls for the season?
We started June 1st in the weight room workouts.
Okay.
And we, divided them up like about 5 or 6 at a time and would work them out in the gym. So we've been going since June 1st.
How many girls do you have on your team this year?
I have 18 and 1 manager.
Does that make a full, do you have a JV team
I
per
do.
se? And so does that make a full JV and a full varsity, or do you have to play some of your varsity and some, interlock them?
I have to interlock them a little bit. There are some strictly JV and strictly varsity, but there are some that go back and forth.
Okay. For those of us that don't know a whole lot about volleyball, how many players play at a time?
6.
6.
Plus a libero.
A who?
A libero.
And what is that?
She's the one that wears the different color jersey.
All right. And the purpose for that?
Well, normally she's the best passer on the floor.
Okay, so 6 plus, so there's 7?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So she gets to replace 2 people on the floor when they come back row. So she gets to play for 2 people. So basically she plays 5 rotations instead of just 3.
Okay. I'm so confused.
I know. It's such a technical sport.
And the scoring is something I haven't got a grasp on yet either.
It's basically a game of errors. Whatever team has the least amount of errors wins, because there's a point every time. Someone gets a point.
There's a point after every serve, no matter.
No matter what.
Okay, so if you hit it out of bounds,
the other team gets a point.
The other team gets a point. Yeah, well, I guess I just need to come spend some time in the gym with you and check this out.
You need to come to a game.
I need to check this out. Coach Henry, when do you start your student athletes?
This year was a little different, but we started June 1st as well. We had tryouts June 1st, and then the following week is when we started just going once a week, and then in June we picked up July we picked up 4 days a week, and then when August hit we extended it to 5. So a lot of our girls and guys, they'll play 4 to 5 times on their own throughout the week.
Okay.
So I didn't want to burn them out in June when they're going 4 to 5 times to their private coaches, and they'll come to us, So there's times in July that they would play 7 to 8 times a week. So.
How many student athletes do you have combined on your squad?
We have 20 total, 10 boys, 10 girls.
10 boys, 10 girls.
Yes, sir.
And that's a sport where you have to try out for that. You just don't join the team and you're on the team. You try out. You have things that criteria you have to meet in order to be on that team.
Yes. We grade them to a rubric. I give them the rubric. I'm to start that week off and kind of explain, this is what we're looking for. Also, being coachable, great attitudes, stuff that every athlete, characteristics every athlete should have. So we push them to be great people first. So,
Coach Davis, what about you? Is the volleyball team something that I can just join the team, or do they try out for that team?
They try out. We normally have tryouts at the end of the school year in May, but that got cut short. So we had tryouts in June.
How did you manage to have your tryouts with all this COVID stuff?
It was an all-day process. Like I said, we would bring in, we started out with 4 at a time, 2 on each side. So they would have an allotted amount of time, maybe for an hour the first day, and then by the 3rd and 5th day they were up to an hour and a half. And we had to make tryouts a little bit longer because our time slots were smaller. So it was challenging, but it was also good in a way because we got to spend more time one-on-one with each kid.
Cool. Coach Henry, with yours being an outdoor sport, how did the COVID really hurt you much?
It did a little bit. We were a little more lax than indoor sports. That we were lucky there, but we didn't have to. We could bring everybody in. We just had to make sure we were socially distancing, and if we kept our distance, and we could take off our mask. So we didn't have quite the dilemma she had in the gym with having to stay there all day. But I brought the guys in for an hour and then the girls in for an hour. And we didn't have near as many show up for tryouts. I'm guessing that's due to this COVID stuff. Because last year we had, I want to say 42 kids come out in total. This year we only had like 21, 22. So we pretty much kept most of the people who came out this year.
Coach Davis, what's the makeup of your squad? Do you have freshmen on your squad? And if you do, how many freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors do you have? What's the makeup?
We don't have freshmen, so our junior high team makes up the 8th and 9th grade.
Okay, so there's an actual junior high team that competes. Do they have a conference that they play in?
They do. They're in the East Conference, so they go towards Jonesboro, and then the high school's in the West Conference.
Okay.
So we go.
So what's your numbers look like?
So we have 3 seniors, 7 juniors, and 8 sophomores.
Okay. So you've got a good base coming up for your high school squad that you can continue to build on.
Absolutely.
How did your team finish last year?
We made it past the first round in the state tournament. Lost in the quarterfinals to Benton. Let's see, I think we went 4 sets with them. Should have won. I don't like to talk about it. We should have won. But we lost. I believe we were 23-2.
Oh, my.
Yeah, we got second in the conference.
Okay, so you said something just a moment ago, so you're going to have to entertain my ignorance here.
Uh-oh. Okay.
You're going to teach me.
Okay.
This season, I'm going to learn about this volleyball stuff this
season.
A set. What is a set?
A set is basically it's the first game.
Okay.
And you play to 25.
All right.
All right, and then that's over, and then you play the next set.
Okay.
So there are 5 sets in one
back
game.
to back. There's no time in between. It's just
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay.
And I want to say 2. I want to say some places give you 2 minutes, some places give you 3 minutes.
Okay. So how many games do you play? Say you go from here to Harrison to have a competition.
Right.
How many do you play that day, that evening?
Well, for the varsity match, it's 3 out of 5, so the best 3 out of 5.
Okay.
So it could go 5
So if you win all 3,
you're done.
And there's 3 games to a set?
No.
No. Okay, back it up then. Let's
So each set is like a game.
All right.
Okay, and you have to win the best 3 out of 5.
Okay.
So if we win the first 2 and Harrison wins the next one, then we have to play a 4th.
Okay.
So if we're tied 2-2, she won 2 sets, I won 2 sets, we have to go to game 5.
Okay.
Which is only played to 15 instead of 25.
Okay. So a total match could be as many as 5 games.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm catching up.
You got it. You got it.
Coach Henry and we've known each other a long, long time. Since like he was in the 3rd grade even.
Yeah.
So.
It's confusing.
He knows how confused you get, Bob.
See, that's why. That's what I'm pointing out here. You know. So, Coach, what about you? What's your makeup of your tennis squad?
We have, like I said, 20 total, 10 boys, 10 girls. So it's 6 seniors total, and I can't remember. I always get the juniors and sophomores mixed up. I think we have like 5 juniors, 4 sophomores, and then 5 freshmen. I may be incorrect on those numbers right now.
But you do play freshmen on your
yes, we do
on the senior high squad, so they don't have a team of their own.
No, we're all one, and so that really does help them get them into the program. I wish we're trying to get something started in the spring where we can dip down into those lower grades and kind of get them involved and kind of rouse their curiosity. But right now that kind of got pushed back this last spring. So.
Did you lose some outstanding players from last year?
Yes, we did. We lost guys and girls on both sides. A couple seniors that really led us. On the girls' side, we lost Megan Beck, who was a big contributor for us. And then on the guys' side, we lost Sam Arp and Banks Gregory. They were all 3 of those were varsity players.
Okay.
But we've I don't want to say we filled their spots, but we've had some younger players step up, and so they're trying to fill those roles the best they can.
Good deal. Almost 7:45. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and continue on our conversation about volleyball and tennis, 2 sports I know very little about, but I'm getting educated, so I'm excited. Scooter?
Be right back. Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because I don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk. At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
We're back with Coach Jill Daves and Calvin Henry from Mountain Home High School. Coach Daves is the volleyball coach, and Coach Henry is the, you know how hard that is for me to say. Coach Henry is the tennis coach, and we're excited to have you guys here. We really appreciate you taking your time to come here. And it's not anything you get paid for, but we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about this season. Coach Daves, your season started when, and how successful have you been to this point?
Our first game was August 24th, I believe. It was against Harrison. We've had all home games so far, so that's been nice. We played Harrison, and we beat them. We played Walnut Ridge and beat them. We played Batesville, which was a really good team, and beat them. And our last game was against West Plains, and we beat them. So we're 4-0 right now.
Okay. When do you start, or have you already started your conference battle?
We start Tuesday.
Tuesday starts your conference battle. And what conference? Our conferences have us so confused, and I'm sure it does you too. Now, each year you don't know where you're at.
I know.
Who is your conference this year?
So we go west. So that's Greenwood, Siloam Springs, Van Buren, Alma, Greenbrier. I'm sure I missed Russellville, and us. So Siloam Springs comes to us on Tuesday.
So is it kind of like basketball? You go there once, they come here once?
Correct.
And then you have a conference tournament at the end, or is it the top of the standings?
It's the top four.
States.
It's the top four in the standings. But I think, I may be wrong, I want to say they may have changed something in case something happens during the season, and there could be a conference tournament.
Okay.
I may be wrong about that, but
we'll check with you later in the season. We'll know by then.
We get emails every day about something new.
Oh,
I can't hardly keep up with all of it.
Coach Henry, how about you? What have you started your season,
Yes.
competitive season, and when do you start your conference?
Our first match was August 18th versus Conway. We plan to have a tournament in Searcy July 31st, August 1st, but that ended up getting canceled. So we played Conway. Conway was pretty good. We ended up losing to them. The girls are 3-1 right now. We beat Greenwood, Siloam, and last night we went over to Van Buren and beat them.
So you're already in your conference.
Yes, we are. And then the boys are 1-2-1. They lost to Conway, tied Greenwood, beat Siloam, lost to Van Buren last night. So we only played 12 matches. We don't do a home and home. I wish we did, but it's kind of a struggle to get tennis matches. It's actually not mandated by the AAA that conference teams have to play each other in tennis, and so there's our conference team. We don't even play all of our conference teams. So when we go to seed for our conference tournament, we just have to look at familiar opponents. So it's kind of frustrating, I guess, at times.
But you are in a set conference for.
Yes, we are. We're in the same conference as volleyball as well.
Now, is volleyball and football in the same conference?
It's slightly different, I believe. I can't remember who's all in footballs, but I'm pretty sure.
I know this year's the first year that we're over to the West, and there's some.
They add a few more teams
I was
than
going
we
to say
do.
there's some teams that I haven't recognized. I mean, I know them, but I don't recognize us ever playing them before.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
I couldn't tell you the football conference right off the top, but there are a few different teams in it, I believe. So I don't know why they do that, but so.
Well, it kind of beats the way it's been in the past, where basketball and softball were going one direction, and volleyball and tennis and football were going another direction, and nobody really knew what our true conference was. So that makes it different. But your next match, Coach Daves, is when
Tuesday.
and where?
It's Tuesday here at home versus Salem Springs.
Okay.
And we start at 5:30.
In the hangar.
In the hangar.
When does your regular season end? Like before any conference tournament, well, there is no conference tournament, but before your state tournament, how many matches will you have between now and the end of your season?
It's the end of October. I want to say 25th, somewhere around in there. We'll play our last conference game, and then the following week we'll start state tournament.
Okay. And where is it going to be held this year?
I believe it's at Greenwood as of now.
As of right now.
Yeah.
And like we say, folks, the fans in the stands are the ones that will determine if these seasons get to continue.
Absolutely.
And we need everybody to follow the rules and play nice in your sandbox and don't flip off the announcer and be happy. Coach Henry, when does your season end?
Our last regular season match is September 22nd, I believe, versus Russellville. We had to reschedule that one. They'll come up here and play us.
Where do you play your home matches?
Athletic Club.
At the Athletic Club?
Yes, sir. So, and then we'll go, the following week we'll roll right into a conference tournament and a state tournament. I think we've got a week in between the conference tournament and state tournament. And then we actually go to overalls after that if we have anybody qualify. So to qualify for overalls, you have to either win a state championship as an individual or like a doubles team, or be a runner-up. So you have to make it to the state championship.
When you play your home matches at the Athletic Club, is there room for spectators?
Yes, they kind of gather around the court. We don't really have bleachers, but there is some standing room. A lot of people bring chairs and sit outside, or back up against the building. There is a little, I guess, I don't know what exactly you would call it, but there's a place you can kind of get up above the courts, and a lot of the away teams kind of use that as their little area to kind of, I guess, separate themselves and social distance, so they can just stay to themselves. But yeah, there's no actual bleachers.
Is that where all your practice is done also?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So we want to thank Jerry McDonald and his bunch for allowing that to happen. Have you petitioned the athletic department and the school board for a facility of your own?
We're trying. We're working on it. There's a lot of moving pieces there, so
Well, that's a way to dodge a bullet.
That's a good answer.
And so
this boy is politically
they're working
correct.
hard on it. I'm not trying to make anybody mad this morning, So, but I know they're working on it, and it's just.
It'd be
process.
nice to have.
Yes, it would
it'd
be.
just be nice.
My biggest worry is our kids traveling across town, driving right after school with all the high school drivers, themselves and having to get over here, and some of them kind of may leave late, take their time, then they're rushing on the road. So I just worry about their safety first.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Cool. They allow spectators to come to volleyball. Same rules. Don't sit with the red X's. Wear your
Correct.
mask. Blah 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 blah.
Correct.
Do you have pretty good turnout for some matches?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we've had a really good turnout, and our parents, Mountain Home parents, have done a great job of social distancing and wearing their mask and staying separated. They've done a great job. We've had a lot of kids come and support the team, so it's been really good.
Who are your coaches at the lower level in the 8th and 9th grade? Who do you have down there helping?
Well, we have Vicki Free. She's 7th grade.
Okay.
And then Shelby Upshaw is the head junior high, and she does 8th grade as well. And then Hope Reeser, she's her assistant.
Okay.
We added her this year. And then Shelby Anderson is my assistant this year.
Okay. And you guys practice after school or before school?
We practice after school. On even days, we're in the block, so we'll start at 2 o'clock. And then on odd days, basketball's in the block, so we go after school. So it just depends on what day it is.
Do y'all use both gyms to practice, or just normally in the main gym?
High school just uses the main gym, and junior high is at the junior high.
At the junior high. What is the old gym used for anymore?
The Pinkston?
No, at the high school.
At the high school? The basketball splits it up, boys and girls.
Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm. So when I'm in the front gym, girls basketball is usually in the back gym, or boys basketball.
Coach Henry, do you have an assistant that helps you with the tennis team, or are you the Lone Ranger?
I'm the Lone Ranger. I've got some, Kyle Garrettson comes and helps me out with practice when he can.
Okay.
So I can kind of split kids up on, 3 different courts and get different skill work done.
He's pretty much he's a tennis dad,
he's a
right?
guru, yeah. His wife is over USTA in Arkansas. So, he's definitely got the connections there at the USTA level. So that's just like travel tennis pretty much. So,
do your kids do a lot of that on their own? Do they join those? Like, I know Junior Olympics volleyball is a big thing, and a lot of girls do that. Do your tennis kids do that too?
yes, we've got a few that do. No one that is just, I guess, this past spring they weren't able to do it, but we have 3 or 4 that do it. So,
and that's something that, this COVID took a toll on all the sports, the competitive type sports, U-Trip and volleyball and tennis. I bet that's not only going to affect your bunch, but all around. I mean, it's something that kind of levels the playing field.
Mm-hmm. A lot of high school tennis players, they actually don't even play high school tennis. Most high school tennis players who go and play college, they never play with the high school team. They just go play USTA. They get recruited off of that circuit, and that's it.
And that's it.
Yep. So they don't technically have to play high school to get recruited.
Real quick, we've got about a minute left. How many seniors did you lose last year, or this season that aren't coming? 7.
7.
All starters.
All starters.
So you're starting fresh.
Fresh. We got a bunch of young pups.
Young pups.
Mm-hmm. But they work hard.
Hard working pups.
I like them a lot.
There you go.
They're great.
Good deal. And good leadership because they had good leaders.
That's right.
Yeah. I caught part of a practice yesterday and earlier in the week on Tuesday, I think it was. I happened to go by and visit my son at the wrestling practice, and I got to watch you guys warm up for I guess you're having a match.
Mm-hmm.
And your team's disciplined. That's what I like. I mean, they know what they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it, and they follow the rules. And that is something that goes a long way in every sport.
Absolutely.
And we're excited about that.
Good group.
Last word, real quick. Coach Henry?
I appreciate you having us.
Absolutely.
Well, we appreciate y'all being here. It's
come see us Tuesday.
I'll probably, unless I'm sitting in the press box, I'll probably do that.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Appreciate y'all coming out.
Thank
we'll
you.
see you again later on in the season, and definitely before you go on to Conference of State. Scooter, take us away.
That'll wrap us up. We'll see everybody Tuesday because Monday is Labor Day.
Monday's Labor Day.
Be
Have
good.
a nice weekend.
Thanks.